Family ReEntry knows about second chances for the past 25 years. They've given thousands of men, women, and young adults a fresh start away from crime. Joining me now is Steve Lanza, the Executive Director, and Board Member Sally Schenk. It's great to have you both with us.
Thank you.
Tell us about the prison population in Connecticut. How large is it?
Well, I believe it's a little over 18,000 now. It's very large, and the point is that it's like the rest of the country. It's an excessively large number of people incarcerated, sort of 8 times higher per capita than any other industrialized country in the world.
Overcrowding was a problem a few years back. Is it still an issue?
Well, it's still very costly, I think, is the problem. The severe overcrowding problems have been diminished in Connecticut, but it's very, very costly at $44,000 per year to put someone in prison. The average sentence term is 2 years, so you're talking close to $90,000 for an average term. Very expensive proposition.
What's the number of people who are actually released from prison every year from Connecticut prisons?
There's about 12,000 come out every year.
12,000. And how many of those do you try to reach out?
Well, in our programs serving the Bridgeport region, we're serving 600 to 700 people, a relatively small number compared to what the state has to face.
And what types of people are you reaching out to? Are they mostly women, young adults? How do you choose who you will help?
Well, for the prison reentry programs, they come through the Department of Corrections. So we're working both with women through our partner agency, the Center for Women and Families in Bridgeport, and we're working with the men coming directly out of prison. And we try to spend some time with them before they get released to prepare them for their release and to get to know them and provide some services prior to release. We're also working with young adults, many of whom are already in the prison system or in the criminal justice system. So we're working with both men and women in and out of prison.
What are the challenges for your program to help these people?
Well, the individuals themselves clearly have challenges, as do their families and communities. The challenge for agencies like us really is getting the resources necessary to provide the adequate level of service for people. We clearly find that when we can provide the services that are necessary at the right time for the right length of time, people improve dramatically. They take that opportunity to be successful, and that success can be sustained long term.
Well, let's talk about some of the programs you do have in place. Fresh Start Reentry programs. What is that? Our
Fresh Start programs are our prisoner reentry models. So we provide a number of non-residential, some residential model programs, an employment and training program, and behavioral health and substance abuse programs for people in the criminal justice system.
So how successful is that?
We spent a fair amount of time studying this using Yale University. We've determined over the years that depending on how you measure it, that we're getting significant reductions in recidivism. In other words, the amount of people that will go back to prison and receive a new prison sentence. We've reduced that significantly, almost as high as 35%. For people that have been out of prison about 2 years. So we have very, very promising results from a very well-established research institution that proves that the program works.
Can you tell us a success story?
Well, I think one important part of the success is that it's been such a terrific collaboration between the state government, the Department of Corrections, the private donors, private businesses, who have all pulled together to create what's really a very exciting demonstration program in reentry. The entire country is looking to find solutions to this terrible human problem and cost burden on state budgets. And it's such a high payback when you succeed. And so I think that the collaboration that we've had with the federal government, the city government, the state government, and many private individuals and other nonprofits is a overall big picture success story. At the individual level, there are many wonderful personal stories of success.
You really reach out to the community to take part in this, and you have mentoring programs.
Mentoring has been, critical. Steve can talk about some of our most inspiring staff are former offenders themselves, and they are so dedicated to changing their neighborhoods, to helping young people not making the mistakes that they have made, and really giving their hearts and their all 24 hours a day to being sure that this problem is reversed in their own neighborhoods where the problems are so concentrated. And they are a wonderful source of role modeling and inspiration, and create new mentors every day.
So how do you reach out to the community to get more of us involved?
Well, we have mentoring programs.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful do have a range of, but we have a wonderful mentoring program where we mentor children who have a parent in prison. This is a vulnerable population, and they respond so beautifully to having someone, a caring person, come into their lives. And I would say that it's also a wonderful experience for the mentor, also who finds a tremendous amount of gratification. And then we mentor youthful offenders who are in prison under the ages of 21, and they also is a group who responds wonderfully to having someone, a caring person, play a steady role in their lives. And again, I think this giving goes back and forth. The giver receives also quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Very good. And for more information on the Family ReEntry organization, the number is right there on the screen, 203-838-0496, or visit the website, familyreentry.org. And we want to say a special thank you to the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven supporting organizations like Family ReEntry. Thank you so much for being here, for educating us about Family ReEntry.
Thank you. A pleasure.
Doing
Thank you
great
very much.
work.